On April 26, 1986, the world witnessed the most catastrophic nuclear disaster in history at the Chernobyl Nuclear Power Plant in Pripyat, Ukraine. This disaster not only marked a turning point in the history of nuclear power, but also left an indelible mark on the human psyche, environmental policies, and scientific understanding of nuclear safety. The Chernobyl disaster's long-term effects continue to resonate across multiple dimensions, from public health and environmental contamination to socio-economic and political impacts. The Chernobyl Nuclear Power Plant, named after the nearby city of Chernobyl, was a flagship project of the Soviet Union's nuclear power program. The plant comprised 4 RBMK reactor Bolshu Mощnosti Kanalny reactors, with 2 additional reactors under construction at the time of the accident. RBMK reactors were chosen for their ability to produce large amounts of power and their suitability for Soviet engineering standards. The catastrophe unfolded during a late-night safety test aimed at simulating a power outage to ensure the plant's turbines could provide enough energy to maintain coolant circulation until the backup generators were activated. However, several critical errors were made. The RBMK reactor had inherent design flaws, including a positive void coefficient, which made it unstable at low power levels. Operators, under pressure to complete the test, made a series of decisions that deviated from safety protocols, such as disabling automatic shutdown mechanisms. At 1:23 a.m. on April 26, a combination of factors led to an uncontrolled reaction. A sudden power surge caused the reactor to overheat, resulting in a massive steam explosion that blew off the reactor's 1,000-ton roof, followed by a second explosion that exposed the reactor core to the environment. The explosions and subsequent fires released an estimated 400 times more radioactive material than the atomic bombing of Hiroshima. The initial blast killed 2 plant workers, and acute radiation sickness claimed the lives of 29 more individuals within the following weeks. First responders, including firefighters and plant workers, bore the brunt of the radiation exposure as they battled to contain the fires and prevent further explosions. The radioactive fallout from Chernobyl spread across Europe, with the heaviest contamination affecting Ukraine, Belarus, and Russia. Cesium-137 and iodine-131, 2 of the most harmful isotopes, contaminated soil, water, and vegetation. The immediate area around the plant, known as the exclusion zone, became a 30-kilometer radius of uninhabitable land, with some areas remaining highly radioactive for thousands of years. The health consequences of the Chernobyl disaster have been profound and long-lasting. Iodine-131 exposure led to a significant increase in thyroid cancer cases, particularly among children and adolescents at the time of the accident. Thousands of cases have been documented, with ongoing monitoring and treatment required. There has been an observed increase in various cancers, cardiovascular diseases, and genetic mutations among those exposed to high levels of radiation. Psychological effects, including anxiety, depression, and post-traumatic stress disorder, have also been prevalent among affected populations. Approximately 350,000 people were evacuated from the exclusion zone and surrounding areas, leading to long-term socio-economic disruption and displacement. Many communities were permanently abandoned, leaving a legacy of ghost towns and disrupted lives. In the immediate aftermath of the disaster, the Soviet government undertook massive containment efforts. The damaged reactor was encased in a concrete sarcophagus to limit further release of radioactive material. However, this structure was only a temporary solution, and over the years, it became apparent that a more permanent solution was needed. In 2016, A new steel structure known as the New Safe Confinement (NSC) was completed and slid over the original sarcophagus. This 36,000-ton arch was designed to contain the radioactive remains for the next 100 years, allowing for the eventual dismantling of the original reactor and the safe management of radioactive materials. Efforts to decontaminate the environment have been ongoing. This includes removing contaminated topsoil, burying radioactive waste, and monitoring radiation levels. The exclusion zone has also become a unique ecological reserve, with wildlife returning to areas previously devoid of human activity. Pripyat, the city built to house Chernobyl's workers and their families, was evacuated 36 hours after the explosion. Today, it stands as a haunting reminder of the disaster, with abandoned buildings, schools, and amusement parks frozen in time. Pripyat has become a symbol of the human cost of nuclear energy gone awry. The liquidators were the hundreds of thousands of workers who were mobilized to clean up the disaster site. These individuals, including firefighters, soldiers, miners, and volunteers, worked under extreme conditions and high radiation exposure. Their heroism and sacrifice were critical in mitigating the disaster's impact, but many suffered severe health consequences as a result. The Chernobyl disaster prompted a reevaluation of nuclear safety protocols worldwide. Key reforms included: 1. International cooperation. The establishment of international bodies such as the World Association of Nuclear Operators, WANO, and enhanced roles for the International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, in promoting safety standards and facilitating information sharing. 2. Improved reactor design. Enhancements in reactor design focused on improving safety features, such as passive cooling systems, better containment structures, and negative void coefficients. 3. Emergency preparedness. Increased emphasis on emergency preparedness, including regular drills, better communication strategies, and the development of comprehensive evacuation plans. The disaster exposed the Soviet Union's shortcomings in transparency and crisis management, contributing to growing public distrust in the government. The delayed and often misleading information provided by Soviet authorities exacerbated the disaster's impact, leading to significant political fallout and influencing the eventual dissolution of the Soviet Union. The exclusion zone has become a living laboratory for scientists studying the long-term effects of radiation on the environment and living organisms. Research has revealed surprising resilience among certain species and provided insights into radiation's impact on ecosystems. In recent years, Chernobyl has emerged as a destination for dark tourism, attracting visitors interested in the site's history and eerie atmosphere. While tourism raises ethical questions about exploiting a disaster site, it also provides economic benefits and helps keep the memory of the tragedy alive. The Chernobyl disaster remains a poignant reminder of the potential dangers of nuclear power and the importance of rigorous safety standards, transparency, and international cooperation. It has profoundly impacted public health, environmental policy, and the socio-political landscape. As we continue to grapple with the legacy of Chernobyl, it serves as both a cautionary tale and a testament to human resilience and the ongoing quest for knowledge and safety in the nuclear age.